And welcome back. Now, you might remember that a few weeks ago, Fern and I were regressed to see who we were in a past life. This is what happened.
I don't want to go in.
Why don't you want to go in the house?
There's definitely something wrong in there.
What kind of wrong thing do you think?
Someone's either ill or hurt in there. And someone that I know, someone that I love.
Are you frightened they're going to die?
I think they're dead. I know what's happened, I don't want to go in.
Tell me what's happened.
Someone's come in and hurt a member of my family. It's a child.
What's the child's relevance to you? Is it very painful? Do you know what your name is?
Ralph popped in, but I don't know whether it is Ralph. I can see me wearing a, or him anyway, wearing a tricorn hat. A lacy, sort of rough. It's not the dress of the day, it's more like I'm the mayor or something. I've never been without girlfriends, but I didn't get married till I was much older.
How old were you when you got married then?
In my 40s. We may have lost a baby.
After he was born?
Yes, we did, yes.
Was that very sad?
Yes. I can see his grave. He's John.
And how old was he when he died?
I think 2 or 3.
As you can see, it was a fascinating experience, and quite a difficult one for you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yes,
not
it's
an
not.
easy
It's not a
trip.
comfortable thing. Not something you do as a party trick. Anyway, we thought that we would ask our regression therapist Andrea Foulkes to delve into the past lives of some other willing volunteers.
I am Charles Ingram. I am 40 years old. I know very little about past life regression other than what little I've been told, you know, sort of beforehand. If I could live my life again, and who knows, I might have lived it already, we'll find out maybe, I would very much have liked to have been a frigate captain in the British Royal Navy back in about the sort of 1790s to 1820s, something like that. It would be very helpful to me if I could address my fear of heights, which I've had for as long as I can remember.
And how old are you?
48 springs to mind. I was born in Tunbridge Wells, Tunbridge Wells.
What year was that, do you know?
I think it's 1896.
Do you know what your name is?
Huggett.
Huggett.
David.
Yeah.
David Gordon.
David Gordon Huggett.
It's in the middle of the Second World War. I think it's about 1942. I'm sure I'm in the army.
Do you know what rank or regiment you're in?
I'm an officer and infantry regiment. I'm quite senior now. Maybe, gosh, for as long as I can remember, so 30 years, something like that. The room is absolutely empty apart from a table.
What's the significance of the room?
It's a big meeting room. There is going to be a very important meeting. I'm actually at the meeting. I'm there. I think I'm writing all the time. I think I might be writing the minutes of the meeting or recording the event. Very, very, very big operation. It's got a name like Lord, L-O-R-D, Overlord.
What's this the code name for?
It's the code name for an operation.
Go to the next significant event, the next significant event.
Well, the hotel has been bombed.
Oh.
Not on the day of the meeting, but later.
Who bombed the hotel?
Yeah. It was bombed by the Luftwaffe.
What did you really do in the war?
I did take part in a war, but not that war. In the First World War, yes. First World War. I was an infantry officer. I do remember falling.
Where did you fall from?
I think I fell from an aeroplane.
Were you flying the aeroplane? Or were you a passenger?
No, I wasn't flying. No, I couldn't fly.
How did you fall from the aeroplane? What happened when you fell from the aeroplane?
I was sitting in the back. It was very, very cold, very, very cold. But I don't know why I fell out.
What happened to the other man, the man flying the plane?
I never saw him again. I don't ever remember going in a plane ever again.
What does your family consist of?
My wife,
What's her name?
Charlotte. It's 2 boys and 1 girl. Helen is the older girl.
What's happening now?
Quite old, I feel quite old now. 1960. I'm in bed at my home.
Where's your home?
Croydon? 98. 98 Wadden Road. I think I've just died. But I died in bed.
What did you die
Dying
of?
in bed. I don't remember.
Had you been out there?
Nothing. No, I wasn't ill. No, cremated in Croydon Crematorium. Now there's a wall plaque
Oh, a wall plaque. Where at?
at Croydon Crematorium. I think in a way I was pleased to go, but joining people I hadn't seen for a long time. But leaving Charlotte was sad, and the children.
Eyes open, 9:10, wide awake.
What do you think? Well, we have Charles here, Faye Weldon, who's been joining in again, and Andrea Foulkes, who is the regression therapist. So, Charles, when you set off, when we asked you to go and do this, and you volunteered willingly,
Indeed.
were you sceptical?
I was, yes, but there are many facets to my life at the moment that I thought, well, you know, any help is better than none, and I'll give it a try and see what happens.
So did you go there looking for some sort of closure or help in any way?
I did, yeah. I kind of hoped that that it would somehow help me, you know, resolve a lot of issues, both immediate issues and longer-term issues, and make me feel better, basically, at the end.
How did you feel at the end?
Certainly, in terms of confidence and being generally happy, I felt a lot better. I genuinely did. But the one thing that really has put my faith in this therapy is my I had this enormous fear of heights, huge fear of heights, and at the moment I'm required to do quite a lot of diving for the Games 2004, and in terms of training, and immediately before regression, I could not dive off the higher boards. It was as simple as that, because of my fear of heights and also fear of drowning, but predominantly the fear of heights. And immediately after the regression, I went off the very next day and dived. And apart from an element of self-preservation inside me, I had no fear and was able to concentrate on the technical side and dived incredibly well. And there was nothing else other than the regression therapy that actually could have made any difference to me as a person between diving beforehand and diving afterwards. And that particular element, which was very tangible to me, was incredible.
So is that's some sort of link to the being shot down in the First World War?
The reason, we talked beforehand, and Charles talked about a few issues that he had that he hoped could either be alleviated or would be able, maybe a reference point for the issues he had, and to help with a lot of clients I get rid of those issues, not always one therapy. And also Charles probably he indicated to me maybe some other lifetimes that were linked to this as well. But what seems to be the sort of proof of the pudding is the fact that he's been put in a challenging situation where he's had to, extreme